it's a sling cyclometer, which gives me the temperature and humidity readings. So that kind of gives us an idea of what we're dealing with from a heat standpoint.
What are we dealing with today?
Well, right now your official temperature at the TV station is 99, but that's taken in the shade. So I'll take mine in the sunlight, which is in the center field where the players are actually participating. So right now we're at about 103 and about 30% humidity. So humidity is pretty low, and that's what's saving us right now.
And what do these guys need to be on the watch for today on days like this?
Well, the biggest thing you need to be aware of during hot days when it's heat is fluid loss. Of course, when you start sweating, you're losing fluids. Usually you'll have 3 different heat illnesses. One is heat cramps, the other is heat exhaustion, and the third is heat stroke. Heat stroke's the most fatal, and that's the one where that's a 911 thing, go to the emergency room, it's life-threatening. The other 2 are progression toward heat stroke, so it depends on how you manage it as to how serious it is. Heat cramps is usually the most common. It's when the athlete loses fluids, they lose electrolytes, the salt, potassium, calcium, so their muscles start cramping because of the loss of the electrolytes. The easiest way to prevent that is just ingestion of fluids. We'll give them a protocol of fluids to ingest 2 to 3 hours before the practice, another volume of fluids to ingest within an hour of the practice. And then we try to tell our athletes that during practice they need to ingest anywhere from 8 to 10 ounces every 5 minutes. So that's a lot of fluids because they're losing that. But if you'll see, we'll have water caddies and Gatorade within about 5 yards of every player. So they have access to it all practice long, anytime they want, as much as they want. And we'll even encourage them during drills to come up and drink. And we'll even take bottles around to give them drinks. The next progression is heat exhaustion, which is where the body is sweating profusely. It has cold, clammy skin because the body's trying to cool off. The core temperature's gotten elevated. So this is something that you have to take the athlete out, get them in a cold or a cool environment, some cool air. Again, try to push the fluids to try to cool them off. The most fatal one, the heat exhaustion, is where you'll have red, hot, dry skin because the body stops sweating. It doesn't have any more fluids. And so the core is really burning up. And this is one where you've got to get that athlete to the emergency room. You've got to get them to the hospital, to the doctor's office, get them cooled down, get fluids in them. You may have to do IV fluids at that point. So that's kind of your progression.